and gentlemen, welcome back to Planet Tyro. You're here with me again, your host Donald Wonder, to check out the Year of Lupin 2016. Thanks for checking us out. If you were here last time, you saw our last TV special movie, which was The Island of Assassins. If you missed that Lupin movie, click on the top right hand corner for the YouTube card. It will take you back to that video, but as always, we're moving forward and we're going to be talking about the next Lupin TV special, which is 1998's Tokyo Crisis, also known as Memories of the Flame. So this movie is a little bit unusual, a little bit different than I was expecting. It's got to do with Inspector Zenigata having to look after this water park that's been opened by this millionaire. Now this millionaire owns these two historic plates that Lupin and Team Lupin are trying to steal, and it devolves into this billionaire having a nefarious plan and a female character having a secret related to the millionaire, which has something to do with her DNA. You know what? I'm going to put my cards out here from the beginning. I didn't really enjoy this movie. And this movie is a fan favorite for one particular reason. This movie focuses a lot on Inspector Zenigata. In fact, when I started watching this movie, the first, 40 minutes was Lupin and Zenigata going back and forth, which was fun. I'm not gonna lie, watching Zenigata and Lupin interact was fun, but I was expecting, this to be a Lupin movie. I thought, okay, what's going on? Who's the bigger bad guy? So 40 minutes into it, we find out about this millionaire who's kind of orchestrating a lot of things in the background, and he wasn't a very particularly good villain, but Zenigata really takes center stage here, and I did like that as a bit of a change, but it took a while for me to get used to it. And our token girl, the femme fatale this time, is a reporter named Maria who's following Inspector Zenigata. And by story coincidence, she turns out to have a bigger, more important part of the story. But man, overall, my problem with this movie was a lot of it was more of the same. And although Inspector Zenigata is at the forefront, and I do enjoy that thing between him and Lupin, I felt like the tone of this movie was all over the place. Like I said, in the beginning, Lupin and Zenigata are going back and forth, just them two fighting over this treasure, protecting the treasure. And that was fun, but I kept on waiting for the movie to start. Then when the bad guy is introduced on the second third of the way through the movie, it's kind of like, what is this guy doing? He's orchestrating, he just very twirly mustache. He didn't really seem like a compelling villain. The Team Lupin, Jigen's got a toothache, Goemon's lost his sword. So, I mean, it feels a bit like a joke. But then the movie tries to get serious with this girl having these flashbacks. But the way the movie kind of spurts the flashbacks for this, it's like this girl's a reporter, but now she's a bigger part of the story. It wasn't written very well. And again, the flow of the movie was off. Firstly, it's this comedy with Lupin and Zenigata, which is fine. And then this bad guy comes, then Lupin's trying to steal. And honestly, man, the tone of this movie was all over the place. Honestly, it was serious and funny and not serious and funny. And yes, as a Zenigata piece, it's fun for that. But I just think, honestly, what this movie should have done is stuck to being a Zenigata and Lupin story only. This bad guy, I don't like him. The way they wrote him in was just so been there, done that, and it was just really irritating. Another thing that really disappointed me about this movie is the animation. I mean, we're near the end of the 90s now, and this movie looks like it was done in 1992. The last three Lupin movies, the animation's been a lot better. The character designs, especially Fujiko, you can notice she looks like she was drawn in 1992. I was shocked. This is 1998. The last three movies look particularly better. I know it's a TV special, but the last few have been TV specials, not feature movies. So why is the budget so low, man? The English dub was okay. The one good shining point of this movie was the music, the background. They had a lot of good musical themes in here, which I really did enjoy. And overall, I wanted to enjoy it on a fun level. But honestly, the tone was all over the place. It couldn't just stick to being a Lupin and Zenigata. They had to throw this bad guy at the end. And the female girl, her being the pivotal point of the movie with this predicting the future power, it it didn't really work for me. And again, by the end, it went back to the status quo. Zenyatta, I'm chasing Lupin, and it was sweet. I really want to enjoy this as a Zenyatta movie, but the tone's all over the place. The bad guy's silly. The animation's bad. I didn't like the movie. You know, I'm sorry, fanboys. I know you're gonna hate me for this one. I did not enjoy the movie, but I can separate my dislike of the movie from the good points. So if I had to give this movie TV special a rating, I'd give it an acquired taste. That's just my own personal opinion. Again, looking at the feedback from the fans, most of them love this as a Zenyatta love letter. I don't know if there's a movie ahead that's just Lupin and Zenyatta going back and forth. If the whole movie was that, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. But the bad guy was just silly. The girl part didn't really work for me. And coherently as a story, I thought it was been there, done that with worse animation. So for me, most honestly, if it wasn't for Zenyatta, you could completely forget about this. And personally, this is one of the ones I would personally say skip. But if you disagree with me, and I know this is a big fan favorite, leave a comment in the comment section down below. So I'm putting my foot down on this one. I didn't like this movie. I really didn't. And you know, there's a lot of Lupin movies down the line, so I'm hoping that Zenyatta will get a better feature movie. But again, I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it. I know it's a shorter review than the other ones, but you know, I feel how I feel about this one, and I'll be happy to hear you guys' thoughts on it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We're moving on to the next one. If you like Planet Tyro, you like our videos, you can check out all the other stuff we do here by clicking on the annotations on the right for all the other stuff, movies, TV, animation, books, what have you. Subscribe to the channel as we move on to the next Lupin video if you haven't killed me for hating this one. And hopefully I'll see you on the next video, guys. Until then, peace out.